MIley, hello.
Hey, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I got the phone call last night, by the way, that you were going to be calling in, and my son, who's 8, happened to be with me when I got the phone call, and I said, hey, MIley Cyrus is calling. He freaked out and lost his freaking mind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad.
He's a huge fan. He actually got to meet you when you came to was it the Key, I think, the last time? I always get confused which shows are which, Tacoma Dome or the Key Arena, but he was totally pumped about that, and it was a great show.
Awesome, thank you.
I think I heard that I've seen you a few times in town. I took Jordan to go see you when you opened for the Cheetah Girls a year, and I heard that was your first big concert that you had done live.
That was. Seattle was our first, I think it was our very first show on that tour. So, it was insane. And it's so great to get to go back because you have so many cool memories in each city, and that's definitely a cool one to have.
Were you nervous? Do you remember what it was like before that first show?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Oh, my goodness. So nervous. Because it was like my first show on tour, and it's like I have to get everyone pumped for the Cheetahs. So it's like, oh, my gosh, how are you supposed to do that? How do you get them all excited and, get them ready and like whatever. So that's a hard role, is to be an opening act, because it's your job. Like if the crowd isn't up and going, it's all your fault. You know what I mean? So it's like you definitely got to get them all up.
MIley Cyrus has rejoined the program. Now that was not more than 2 years ago when you opened up for the Cheetah Girls.
That was about 2 years ago.
So now, what's it like knowing that you're one of maybe a handful of artists that can pull into any town on the face of the planet and sell out their biggest arena in less than 2 hours?
It feels great. I hope I can do that. Never thought about it like that before, but if I could, I would definitely. I would live on tour if I could. I was always like 76 shows. That was really hard. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, please put me on a tour. Like I need it. I have so much fun. It's like the rush is amazing, and just to be able to be with your fans like every night, and you just get so excited. You really remember why you do music in the first place, and it's for inspiration. It's to inspire people, and you just see so much. People are like, so much admiration for you, and it's not only because of what they see that's glamorous and whatever. They are really in depth and in tune with your life through your music. I think that's so cool.
You were recently asked how long or how much longer you'll be doing Hannah Montana, and you were quoted as saying something like, "Well, you're not going to do Hannah Montana until you're like 30," but that the series is only 2 seasons old.
It's been on the air for 2 seasons, and we started filming when I was 11, and so we're about to go into our 3rd season right now, and I'm excited to go back to my 3rd season. Like, I definitely don't want it in anytime soon. So many people are saying Miley's trying to escape from that, and that is definitely, if we're going to do Rumor Patrol, that is a numero uno rumor I would want to clear up. That's, definitely not my plan, is just to escape from Hannah, because the reason that I am, doing what I love is because of the show, and the kids still love it. As long as they're loving episodes and loving the music and loving, the messages that come out of it, we won't quit.
All right. Again, MIley Cyrus has rejoined the program. Let's do more rumor stuff. My son, when the moment, again, he found out that I was going to talk to you, he says, you got to ask her about Jake Ryan. Is she really dating Jake Ryan in real life? That was the first thing you wanted to know.
And the funny thing is that 16 Candles is one of my favorite movies from, back my mom, it was one of her favorites, and so we always watched it, and that's how they came up with the name Jake Ryan is from the movie 16 Candles, and I was, in love with him, so that's actually how it came up. So totally after something else.
Do you know what Jake Ryan is doing today, MIley?
No.
Yeah,
I don't want to know. I want him to be perfect.
It depends what your definition of perfect is. Apparently, he lives in Pennsylvania or something, and he makes handmade wood furniture.
Interesting.
Isn't that strange? Because we all love Jake Ryan. That's every generation knows he's hot.
Oh my gosh, no, that's a great movie. It's such a great movie, and I cannot believe that. He was great. So that's actually how they came up with it. They were like, all right, let's name him, Jake Ryan after one of, the movies. So we thought that was pretty cool.
Well,
again, MIley Cyrus has joined the program. Your brother's going to be in town in 2 weeks. Part of what we're doing, we normally do a Jackie and Better private performance. We bring a band to town, and they perform a couple of songs for a very intimate crowd before their big show. Well, they're coming to town with Boys Like Girls and Good Charlotte Metro Station, and all 3 bands will be performing for us in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, my God. I'm sure it'll be a great show. They're so much fun to watch. My brother's actually in town right now, so I'm so excited. That's awesome. You guys, I'm sure y'all have fun.
Your parents got to be freaking out. I mean, they've got you, they've got your brother, and it's like, seriously, you might want to spread the talent around to other families, not hoard it all to yourself.
That's so funny. My dad and my mom were talking about that yesterday, and it wasn't even about that. They were like, how on earth do every child we have, why do they all just have to do show business? Like, could we not have a more difficult group of children? And I'm like, well, at least we're all, like, you know, doing pretty well at it. We're not just, you know, like being brats sitting in our room, you know, whatever. I'm like, we're at least doing something for the world. They're like, yeah, right. They're like, you guys, and we have to work so hard keeping up with all of you guys. So, but my parents could not be happier for us.
Again, MIley Cyrus has joined us, has rejoined the program. We had your dad on about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and he had said, and I'll be curious to see if things have changed now because of how big you've gotten and with all the success you've seen in all different, with music and TV and now with the movie you're working on and so on. Your dad said that if you guys had ever gotten to the point where you said to him, I don't want to do this anymore, that he would pack everything up and you'd go home.
Yeah, if it ever came to a point where I wasn't having fun and I felt like it was all, all work and no play, then definitely no. Because what I think is so many people, and the reason that so many people that, work when they're younger end up not working when they're older and not want to do it anymore, I don't think it's always, by force. I think sometimes it's by choice. And sometimes it's just God's way of, letting them have their life back a little bit. Because some people just forget about the real world, that there's ground to walk on. You know what I mean? That's what I always say is, like, there's more than just, what you see. There's real ground to walk on, and there's fights to, battle out. And you can't just, live your life through other people and live your life through stage and think just because you write a great song, you've got it all out. You have to go through real life. You have to have real things to write about. And I just think you gotta live your life. And if I ever feel like I'm not doing that, then I wouldn't be happy, and I wouldn't want to live an unhappy life.
Your brand new CD comes out when?
July 22nd.
I see there's pre-orders already available online.
Oh, well, you guys have to be doing that soon.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I just, on MileyCyrus.com and MileyWorld.com, they both have the pre-orders already going on. And, of course, we're playing your new song, which I love.
Thank you so much.
It's a good summer song to just kind of jam on the freeway.
It is. It's something good, like if you got a convertible, roll your top down, car, roll your windows down, just lay your hair down and hang out. I think that's one of the coolest parts, and especially about the video. The video really showed that it's kind of like an all ages, all, types, whatever it is. You can just kind of rock out to it.
Again, MIley Cyrus has rejoined the program. Before we let you go, Sammy's lightning round. Here we go.
Lightning round. The lightning round begins now.
Go.
What rules do your parents still make you follow even though you're famous?
All of the above, all of them. They make sure that I'm just, they want me to stay grounded. So all of the rules, unfortunately.
What question are you tired of answering?
How's it like working with your dad?
What will be your first car?
My first car, something with wheels.
I doubt that. I mean, I'm sure it'll have wheels, but it'll be a little more than that.
I hope.
There have been rumors that your closet is 3,000 square feet. Is that a fact?
Fiction. I wish.
Okay. What's the nicest thing a fan has done for you?
I love when they make me scrapbooks, because I always forget to take the time to do that, and I love when I get a look at my life, and I love when they put those things together and have their own little quotes and stuff. I think that's so sweet.
When you start dating for real, who buys, you or him?
Him.
What music is in your CD player right now, or your iPod?
Actually, what is in my CD player right now? Oh, Ben Folds.
Do you feel like you're missing anything by not attending a public high school?
No, because I get to live my life through, what I'm doing. This is totally, like my dream. So, I don't miss it. I miss the social part sometimes, but I definitely love what I'm doing.
What's one thing you can't live without on the road?
My iPod.
And what is your favorite junk food because you are so small?
Gummy bears.
All right.
Done. MIley, listen, thanks for the time. We always appreciate it, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. Have an awesome